how many people need to comment for FERC to accept that this is a bad idea? Is there a magic number that's going to influence everybody? Is it 200 people? Is it 500? Is it 1,000? Because, you know, give us some sense so that we're not spinning our wheels. How insignificant are the lives of our children at PS3, PS5, Ferris High School, Garden Preschool, Hamilton Park Montessori, the numerous daycare centers and early childhood centers? Are you going to come in and train our fire departments and police on how to deal with the toxins that would be released from an explosion? Who would pay for all the material damage? And how could you ever justify the loss of life? Now, if you go to a Spectre meeting, you'll be taken around by a representative, which keeps you from hearing other questions. You'll be fed lovely morsels of food, and you'll go home with a goodie bag. I got a lovely spatula. And Spectre tells us that they'll be a good neighbor to us. However, I worked on the documentary Gasland. I listened to hours of tapes from Congress, hours of New York City hearings, hours from Sullivan County, and hours from the families across the United States dealing with this. Not just the 2-hour cut you got to see on HBO, the hours of raw footage. These towns have been devastated by these companies. Toxins pollute their air. Compression and metering stations are eyesores. Workers brought in by the companies are disrespectful to properties they're working on. And cities have to pay heaps for attorneys. Why? First, because the companies don't do what they say they'll do. And then 10 years later, come the health problems, and cities have to pay to get their own air studies done. Will Spectre pay for an air quality study to be done in Jersey City before the pipeline goes in, so that we have some sort of knowledge as to what's happened to our air 5 years down the road? How much damage needs to be done to our air before an inspector will stop them? And how many inspectors do you have? With funds being cut, there aren't enough inspectors to keep us safe. So let's go beyond the risks to Jersey City. How's the gas collected? If you say yes to this pipeline, you're saying yes to all of the streams and rivers that have been contaminated along the way. You're saying it's okay that hundreds upon hundreds of people are living on bottled water because their underground drinking water is contaminated. You're saying yes to all of the wells that have blown up and all of the health problems in the shale basins around the United States people are living with. Loss of smell, lesions on their brains, livestock that can't bear children anymore. Jersey City doesn't want this pipeline. You've heard it all night long. Do we want the pipeline?
Yeah. Yes.
Thank you.